For me personally, prayer is pretty much very much a part of my worship and should be of everyone. And what it does is cause us to see exactly who God is and the omniscience, the omnipresent, right? The omnipotent, knowing that we serve a God who knows all things, who sees all things, and can do all things. And that is, to me, the highest form of worship. And when I approach God in prayer, that is always in my mind that I'm approaching a God who is able to do whatever my request is. And what He has taught me, and not even so much over the course of my life, but especially over the past about 2 years, He has been pretty much ministering to me about prayer and the importance and the significance of it. And what He had drawn my attention to was the disciples. They walked with Jesus for 3.5 years. And the only thing they asked Jesus to teach them to do is pray. And I was like, wow. And then when you look at the life of Jesus and how many times He prayed, sometimes for the whole entire night and everything. So for me, prayer is really where we find strength, peace, and everything, and recognizing that we weren't built to carry the stress of this life. He has taught me a lot in prayer, but the significant thing is the dependency. To depend on Him and not on my strength, not on my resources, not on my intellect, but just to depend on Him. Because like sometimes I might face with a challenge and in my head, yes, I have the answer all laid out. And when I try it my way, it's like a brick wall. And sometimes just coming to God in prayer, He just show you a very simple way. So He has taught me just to depend on Him and just to bring everything to Him. Doesn't matter the size, whether small or big, whatever it is, just seek Him first. Just hear His take on it. And I want to say something else as it relates to individuals and the church, is that without prayer, we are pretty much weak. It is like the nourishment, right? And when we look at the church on a whole, yes, the Holy Spirit started the church, but it was prayer that keep fanning the flame, and the disciples and the apostles, they make it their duty to pray. And Joyce Myers had made a statement a few years ago that a prayerless church is a pitiful church, and a prayerful church is a powerful church. And that is so true, because the strength of the church is not so much in the charisma of the pastor and everything else that goes on. It is really through prayer that we really get to come on terms with what God wants us to do, and when we partner with Him, then we see all of that fruit going through and everything. So prayer for me as an individual is very much important, and for a church, the same.